Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Games out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here's Strong to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd down. Here's Strong once more. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. From the 41, Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up. The Patriots had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Strong. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing Jones. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And his kick here is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On first down, Tagovailoa. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Forced out to his left. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he stopped immediately there. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up third and goal. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And oh, that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw again on second down. Tua. He's got a man. Complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to let it go again. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have come back to make it a 2-point game. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there taken in by Smith.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run with Strong.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They'll go with Strong.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Strong.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
One more time with Strong.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Pierre Strong, his first rushing touchdown of the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're... Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones, and the Pats are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man. Complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they get the score with a clock at all zeros. Now, are they gutsy here in the second quarter and go for 2?
I think they go ahead and kick the ball through the post. Down 1 at that stage. Yeah, I know. No guts, no glory, right? But I think they kick it through the post. They'll feel like they're tied. They'll feel like it's an even game.
Tua, the final shot before half. And he's got it. So they get the 2-point conversion, and with that, this game suddenly tied as we reach the end of the first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, a good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Eluding the pressure right.
Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Running left, it's Strong. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Jones now on third down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Dolphins 23, Patriots 16.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. John Ross, 44 yards.
And the Patriots have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Point after here coming up. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Better ball security, but not much else to show for him.
And that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Jalen Phillips
getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Bubba Bolden who picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Dolphins strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because
he's got a man complete. 20. Touchdown, Patriots. John Ross, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready. Now Tua. Able to find Melton.
Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Tua. Another catch for Melton.
A solid stiff arm. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tua to throw. Quick slant complete to Melton. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Tagovailoa.
Dancing to it, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here's Tua. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He's got it complete to Waddle. And he will make his way out of bounds. That stops the clock, but they'll have something else to consider now. It's 4th down here.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That's good.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Patriots send out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tua now on 1st down.
This pass complete to Melton.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
2nd down at 4.
Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a good time in set.
10.